Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a blessed and wonderful Sunday. I'm coming tonight to share with you some inspiration for the new year. Be prepared to shine in 2019. This is the beginning of your completion. As you may know, the number 19 is relative to the letter S alphabetically, and I will be sharing 10 wonderful S's to push you into your best life. Tonight, I will be focusing on the word strategy. A lot of times, we think about the new year and we start strategizing and planning, our New Year's resolution. And a lot of times we, say these resolutions out loud to people and we're not even really focused on what or how we're going to accomplish it. And a lot of times when you don't, focus on your strategy, it eventually fails because you didn't plan it very well, admittedly. And I have been a victim of that myself. And that is just like a really difficult thing to do. But what's most important is that we recognize the tools and mechanisms to plan and strategize accordingly. The first topic that I want to touch on when we're thinking about the word strategy is recognizing God in the plan. Is God in the plan of your strategy? Number one, when you think about strategy, you have to think first who's leading your strategy. If we don't recognize or acknowledge who's leading our strategy, then you're subject to fail. But we can never fail if we don't include God in it. So if you include God in your strategy, you're setting yourself up to win. And that's number one. Number two, refuse to stop dreaming. A lot of times, like you might, share your dream or what you want to do with someone. And there's always that one person in your life that's going to tell you no. And, one thing you need to do is make up in your mind that I'm not going to stop dreaming for anybody. And, because God has placed it on your life to do, what's in your heart. So you should do it this year. Do it and continue to dream. Never stop dreaming. Number three, placement. You have to put yourself in a place to win. Are you positioned to win this year? Are you ready to set yourself up to go further in 2019? Consider the following. If you've ever watched like a track meet and you see, the runners just before the gun goes off, they're kind of like in a stance that sets them up to go forward in a proper motion. You have to be able to put yourself in a position to go forward further and win. If that means, putting yourself in the right position with the right people in your circle, that's very important. Putting yourself in the right position, mentally, that is important. Putting, faith forward in your life, that is a position to be in to move forward. All of those things are highly important to making your strategy work best for you. Make it plain and write it down. Number four. Number four, when you write things down, a lot of times, like even I acknowledge, just saying it out loud doesn't mean anything until you write it down. And a lot of times we need to make a contract with ourselves. If you make a contract with yourself, just like you make a contract with someone else, the most legal binding way to make sure that it's full clad is to actually write it down, and in that way you'll be able to look back at it and respect what's been written down and hold yourself accountable to that. So that is the four in strategizing for 2019. Whatever it is, write it down, whether it's a prayer or aspiration, a goal, a money management, write those things down and seal it in Jesus' name. And He will take you further than what you ever thought you can go. May God bless you, and may you continue to push forward as we go forward over the next few weeks with those wonderful and powerful S's that are going to take you into your best 2019. Thank you and God bless. Victory in the Vision. Latasha Wesley. Good night. Bye.